I'm Cecilia, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a yoga outfit, so a bra and leggings. I used an amazing pattern from a company called Little Lizard King. It was a super easy pattern to follow. The top is called Brookings and the bottom is called Boulder. For this outfit I used bamboo jersey fabric, perfect for all the yoga stretches. I used my serger for those professional looking seams. But if you don't have one, that's fine, a normal machine would do. And I also used my Genome sewing machine. Other little bits include fabric scissors, pins, a tape measure, stretch needle, and of course, fabric colour of choices. Some things I didn't use include the elastic, because I felt bamboo jersey was stretchy enough. I also left out the pocket piece for the leggings because I don't need a pocket. And I also left out the gusset, as the gusset is only for extra space if you need it. I also use the same material for the lining because this way when you wash the item, if anything stretches like more than the outside piece, then it should be fine because everything's the same material. I didn't always follow the pattern instructions exactly as they are because I kind of like to do my own thing here and there, but every instruction is there, so do follow the pattern instructions as they are and see fit to change what you want to change, just like I did. So for the Brookings bra, which is the first thing we're going to make, the pieces that you'll need is 2 times the front piece, 2 times the back piece, 1 underbust piece and 2 times straps. The pattern actually calls for 6 straps that you end up with, but I only wanted 2 to keep it simple. So the first thing I did is I cut 2 pieces of material for the strap. I cut alternate pieces. I wanted 1 black and 1 red so I could look cool, but you can choose anything you want. So once you've cut out your straps, you're going to fold the straps in half lengthwise with the right sides together, and you're going to sew along the raw edges. The pattern instructions tell you how long the length is supposed to be for the straps, but I just kind of measured myself off of my shoulder just to see how long I'd want them because each person is different and they'll want them a different length. Next, you're going to take both straps and you're going to place them on top of each other, seams facing up in a crisscross. Put them aside for now as you'll need them later. Next, you've got your back piece that you'll need 2 of. You'll cut 2 of these on the fold just where my finger is tracing. Next, you're going to take both straps and you're going to place them on top of one of the back pieces. Measure 1/2 inch over from each side to make sure that the straps are in the correct position. As you can see from this diagram and the next diagram, these are the way that they're supposed to lie with the 1/2 inch from either side. Straps in place, where my finger is tracing, you're going to sew all along the lines. As you can see from this diagram, this is where you'll sew. They're really great diagrams, really helpful. Once you turn it inside out, you should have your back piece that looks something like this. Next, you'll need 2 front pieces, both again cut on the fold. I didn't use a lining, hence why there are 2 pieces. Once you're done, you should have 2 pieces that look like this, the front part of a bra, and where my fingers are tracing, you're going to sew all along there. Again, here's the diagram to make it much easier. This is where you're going to sew. Now comes the tricky part. So using this diagram, you can see that you get the back piece, which you slide up through the straps of the front piece. So I'll show you, this is how it should look. As you can see, you've got the front piece with the straps that are located on the back piece poking all the way through. As you can see, the back piece is at the bottom. Make sure none of the straps are twisted. All seam allowances, by the way, are in the pattern. One final look at where the straps are poking through and also where you're going to be cutting off with the sewing machine these straps. So you're going to be sewing along the black edge. Once that's all done, you get to do the fun part of turning it inside out. And voila, that is the first part of your bra done. Looks like a bra. Nice. And just to make it clear, this is how it should look when you turn it inside out. Next, you're going to fold the back over the front matching side seams, just where my fingers are, and you're going to sew along there. So another diagram, you will sew along the yellow sides. So your bra should be looking almost complete right now, as you can see. And now we're going to sew the bottom part together where the yellow line is. Onto the final part, you're going to get the underbust band. And you're going to sew on the fold just where my finger is. So again, another diagram, just where the yellow line is. You're going to fold it in half with the wrong sides together. Locate the 4 quarter points of the bra and the underbust band. Put the underbust band inside, matching the quarter points up, and then you'll sew all along the seam. And you're done. Here's the first bra that I've ever made. It's very comfy, it fits very well, and it's perfect for yoga. So the next part of the outfit is the Boulder leggings. After I put the pattern together, I found it super easy to construct. All the pieces you'll need are on screen, but not including this very cute pattern weight. So as mentioned earlier, I didn't include the pocket, so the first pieces you'll need are the 2x colour block and the 2x front leg piece. Both pieces when cut out will look like this. After a nice bit of serging, you'll have 2 front leg pieces that will look like this, as you can see, nice neat seams. You'll then need your 2 back leg pieces, which when cut out and placed together, it looks something like this. Where my finger traces, you'll sew all along the lines going down and all along the lines going up. And again, here is a diagram for reference, you'll sew along the yellow lines. Once sewn along the lines, you'll have 2 groovy looking leg pieces like this. Another diagram to show you further what it should look like, especially if you want to add the decorative top stitching if you have a cover stitch machine as the pattern suggests. Next, you're going to need your 2 waistband pieces, just like these 2, and where my finger traces along again, you're going to sew all along those lines. Again, here's a diagram for reference, so where the yellow lines are, you'll sew. Next, you're going to place both constructed pattern pieces on top of each other. Now where my fingers and the pins are, it should all be matching symmetrical, and that's where you're going to sew. Here's the diagram again, where the yellow lines are, that's where you'll sew. Once finished, it should look like this. As you can see, almost a pair of leggings. Next, very simple, you're going to sew the trouser legs all the way together. So just where my fingers are tracing again, you're going to sew all along the inside of both legs. Diagram with the yellow lines for reference. So here are my nice neat seams and ready to serge. And once you turn them inside out, they'll look like a proper pair of leggings. Now once you turn them back inside out, you'll be on to the final step. Then you're going to get the waistband and you're going to fold the waistband in half, wrong sides together. Now these quarter points are much easier to find than the quarter points of the bra, as the 2 side seams are 2 of the quarter points. And you want to match those quarter points up where you can see the clips on the diagram. Once the waistband and the leggings are quartered, with 2 of the quarter points being the back crotch and the front crotch of the seams, you're going to then slide the waistband into the leggings with both of the raw edges matching up inside. So as you can see, I've placed it inside and it's all nice and neat. Then I'm going to sew and serge all along the rim, and that will be the high waisted band. Another diagram for reference, that's where you're going to sew. So a final bit of sewing. As you can see, my seams look all nice and neat. And once that's done, the leggings are fully finished. As you can see, looks really good. So there you have the Brookings bra and the Boulder leggings from Little Lizard King. It was really fun to make them. It was actually the first time ever making a pattern, and I'm super in love with both of them and can't wait to do yoga. The bamboo jersey is really soft and breathable. All in all, I love the fact that this was the first pattern I've ever made. It went really well, and it's definitely something I will wear a lot